Yo, all my game physicians out there, this is the obnoxiousoboe, and am I ready for this? I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that it's not going to be as easy as the last fight. But last time, as you do recall, we caught Action finally, and I think we're gonna hopefully put Action to some good use here. So let's just get this show on the road, I guess. I mean, it's better to get this over with than, you know, to stall for time. Even if we can stall for time, we couldn't really go anywhere without, you know, having to fight this guy anyway. This is it. This is the end. Now I am become death. Oh boy, here we go again. This is gonna be the ultimate fight, I know. I love how its trainer class is called Apocalypse. Is this it? Is this just basically the fight? Yeah, I think it's basically just legendary against pseudo-legendary, because Uranium is not exactly a real legendary Pokemon, since it was genetically created by, presumably, this guy, this jerk. We have, I wonder if Inferno's gonna do anything. However, Overheat's gonna be a pain in the dick. Hopefully, Action has very good defense. Are you serious? It wiped out a legendary Pokemon with one Overheat. That's ridiculous. Well, I guess it's time now to turn to my Hydrosaurus then, because I have to always save the day with my Concert Master. Well, here we go. Hopefully this is gonna work. Hopefully this is gonna... Actually, I don't know. It's now 2 levels lower than me, so anything can happen. So we just have to... Yeah, Proton Beam. My god, here we go. This is gonna be bad, I think. Please, oh please. Yeah, I had a dreadful feeling that this was gonna happen. But I thought that Uranium was gonna be at least level 8. Yeah, see, that's how much one Proton Beam can do to a level 87 Pokemon like me. My god. That's how much damage one Proton Beam can hit. And it demonstrates how extremely broken the nuclear type really is. Thank goodness that only took 1 hit. Thank goodness. Thank goodness we didn't have to waste 30 or so minutes on this. Yeah, you better go. What? No, 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 yeah, I got the $120, thank you. Give me that $120. Yeah, just for 1 hit KOing this piece of shit. No, impossible, I took down a legendary Pokemon and still it was able to, you know, it went down from 1 measly little starter Pokemon. Impossible, how could you be stronger than us? Well, it's probably because of luck. It took a great deal of luck to bring that monstrosity down. Oh, please, no more trainer fights. I'll kill you, all by myself. Please, let's not do a rematch here. I'm very sick and tired of you right now. Yeah! And now, yep, just what I thought all along. This may be... Oh, what? Well, it was some kind of human. Yep, I kind of thought, after all this time, I thought that possibly this could be my long-lost mother. The radiation stopped all of a sudden, Nobo. You did it, didn't you? Yes, I did. I put a stop to it in it's precisely 4 minutes. Oboe, you stopped your rain, you saved Tandor again, and I rescued a very mysterious old lady, who I'm guessing to be my mother. Against all odds, you... long pause. You stood up to an unfathomable foe and won. Oboe, I'm speechless. What you did was incredible. Yeah, I would say it was incredible. My god. I mean, that wiped out my legendary Pokemon. Is that Curie? No, not exactly. I don't think it's really Curie. I don't think that's her real name. It seems like their interface was destroyed. That was the helmet that allowed them to control Urain. Finally, after all this time, we can put her under arrest. Let us see who the monster is behind that mask. Let me guess, it's Don Knotts. It's either Don Knotts or, you know, it's Professor Wayne. Oh, but we did it. We are saved. You managed to defeat Urain's ultimate form. Yes. We were taking people to shelter in Victory Road when we heard the news. Yeah, news really travels fast. I mean, I put a stop to that very big, atrocious-looking Pokemon in 4 minutes. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here comes the crybabiness. Here comes more of the crybabiness from Mr. Crybaby himself. You saved me. You saved all of us again. I'm not crying. Yeah, you are crying, you dipshit, you liar. You lying sack of shit. You are totally crying. No! Could it possibly be? Moment of truth here. No. I won't believe this. I don't believe this. Don't is a better contraction than won't. There's no way this can be true. Is it Darth Vader? Long pause. Ellipses. Yep, I knew it! I knew it after all this time that possibly, simply just possibly, Curie was just basically a possessed form of my mother, if I can stop stuttering. How can it be you? Lucille? Lucille is alive? Lucille is Curie? No, Lucille was actually, you know, someone else, like some kind of mysterious looking... Lucille was Darth Vader. How can this be? Yeah, how can this be? How is she, you know... How does she disappear after all this time and just wound up as a very, you know, pseudo-heinous looking villain? She really is alive. Incredible. She doesn't even look any different from how she did on the day she disappeared in the power plant meltdown a decade ago. I've never seen or heard of anything like this. You know, neither did me. Yeah, very, very peculiar. Cameron, did you know about Lucille? Did you know my wife was alive? Yeah, you better spill the beans. I mean, I had considered the possibility. Well, I mean, so did me. I mean, I kind of thought that maybe she was still alive in some way. But I didn't think it was likely she'd survived the blast. Or that somehow she managed to remain alive and undetected for years in the ruins of that power plant. But, well, she was the head scientist on Power Plant Epsilon, so that makes her smart. The power plant, which was used as a front for illegal experimentation conducted by Larkspur, who we actually kind of apprehended way back, Larkspur Laboratories, I thought it might be possible that she was involved in the project, which created Urain. And you didn't mention this to me? Why? Yeah, that's my question, is why did you just hide all this information and not tell us 10 years after the fact? Because I thought she was dead. Everyone did. Except for you. What? Silence! I don't want to hear another word. I don't want you to think that you are smarter than me. That you have a lot more authority over me, because I'm, after all, the protagonist's dad. Oboe, that's your mom, isn't... No, it's not exactly my mom. It's, come on, you stupid... Your mom was curious... No! Of course she wasn't. She was actually just, you know, the king of Siam. I don't know. So then why'd she do it? Why would she go all crazy and try to murder everybody? Yeah, that's my question, actually. See, I think she may have been possessed. She may have been just possessed by a certain sort of nuclear aura, and, you know, it kind of transformed her into this one big villainous-looking Pokemon with just a giant bug-like head. Sorry, no offense. It's just I'm having a hard time understanding why anyone would threaten the entire region. Yeah, especially my own mom. She hurt me, and she hurt my dad and Kellen, too. Well, unintentionally. How come she didn't recognize you? Did she lose? That's also a possibility. It's possible the interface was responsible. Yeah, I kind of wonder about that. Maybe the interface sort of just took control of her mind. Curie's helmet works as a mental relay. It exchanges thoughts and commands at a distance in order to let its wearer control Urane. It's likely that prolonged use of the interface caused her mind to become frayed. Just like I thought. Just what I thought. Causing her memory to deteriorate. And her personality to change completely. In short, she lost her mind. Yep, that was exactly my answer. But that would require a ridiculous length of time of sustained use. Perhaps 10 years or... Yep, see, there we go. I mean, she had to be doing something in that decade. So you think she somehow wore that helmet for 10 years, but how could she survive for so long? Maybe she just ate off of Tang or something. She drank maybe a whole 10-year supply of Tang. I think I might have an idea about that. Oboe, do you remember that tank that Curie put me in at Vinylville's power plant? Yeah, what does that have to do with anything, though? Before they did, they said something like, "Now you will suffer like we have suffered." So I think that she, in italics, I think she survived in a stasis tank for all those years. And I guess that's just how she lost her mind. That's what she meant. Yeesh, that must have been agony. Maybe a little bit, just, being in stasis for so long. I mean, I was only inside of one for a short amount of time. But it was still one of the worst experiences of my life, even though it was only 5 minutes. It's like you're not unconscious exactly, but you don't have any way to tell how much time has passed. It's kind of the same way with Mewtwo too, just the whole phenomenon with Mewtwo as Mewtwo was emerging from the tank back on back at Guyana, back in Guyana in the Pokemon universe. Every moment in there feels like it lasts forever, because I'm presuming that Giovanni's lab was on Guyana, and Mewtwo was just stuck in that tank, and then it just basically had this whole blank mental slate. It didn't even know where it was or what its actual purpose was. That kind of makes sense, actually. It explains how she survived for 10 years in the ruins of that power plant. It explains why she went crazy and became Curie. Poor Kellen. His only hope was to see his wife once more. You do realize that Kellen is standing right by you, right beside you. Part of him must be overjoyed that she's somehow alive, but finding out like this, of a person who nearly possibly could have destroyed the whole region, it's going to be hard for him to cope with this revelation. And especially with her, almost just total annihilation of Tandor. Plus, she's going to have to answer for her crimes as Yeah, exactly, that is if she wakes up. She needs medical attention. I'm going to make sure she gets there safely. Kellen, do what you must. I mean, I don't think he has really much of a choice. Staraptor. I didn't know he had a Staraptor. I didn't know he had a Sinnoh Pokemon. I actually didn't know Staraptor was part of the Tandor Pokédex. Wah! Oh no, what do we do now? Oh, there's Acton again. Plus the mini Urane again. It's Urane! Quick, we gotta beat it again fast. It's a toy though, before it tries to destroy us again. Why? Why would we have to do that? It's now a toy. Wait, Theo. Something's different about it. It's only in its alpha form. Yeah, in the European spelling of form. That's its least powerful state. True, I don't sense hostile intent. Somehow, without Curie, it seems different.
Hello? Hello?
I'll just do it in my very chipmunky voice. Did you guys hear that? Where'd you come from?
Can hear me? Humans? Listen?
Hey, listen! I don't believe this. It's using some form of telepathy to communicate. Fascinating.
No more hurt. No more hunger. I'm
I'm, with a lowercase I.
free now.
Did Acton do something to Urane? Grah!
Yes, friend. Give a gift. Eternal energy. No more hunger. No more fear.
Heaven on earth. From what I remember of the legends, Acton is said to be the creator of all radioactive metals. Maybe it shared some of its power with Urane? Maybe it, shared some of its power with, some other Pokemon that we possibly don't really know that much about. The critical flaw in Urane's ego is that it needs a constant need for fuel. If it ran out of nuclear power, it would go dormant and eventually die, and it would probably get turned into a toy and would be sold in yard sales all across the country. But if the legendary give it a self-sustaining energy source, then it won't need to attack power plants for uranium rods anymore. I guess that's possible.
Sorry. No more hurt. Afraid. For so long. Afraid. Only friend helped me survive. Acton, two became one. Needed each other. And the hunger never stopped. Had a longing for potatoes. Had to make it go away. Needed energy, or else I would get diarrhea. Only trying to survive.
But where did Urane come from? Why was it created? Well, then look it up in a history book, I mean, you're after all the intellectual one. I mean, just go back home and just delve deep into your books or something. I've been trying to figure that out for so long.
Remember. Adagio cum brio. They made me in a place dark, underground. William Shatner. Every day they came, ran tests, ate breakfast. I tried to reach out, but I couldn't move. I was infant. No one could hear me. I am nomad. I was alone. All alone until I decided to capitalize my eyes now.
Here we go. Here's more cutscenes. Yep, here we go. Here's the random switch from my mom to Curie. Cerebral UO92 relay and inhibitor engine. Testing.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello, this is the head scientist on the UO92 project. I am transmitting brainwaves right now through the experimental Curie interface. If you can hear me, please respond.
What is this? Where am I? What am I?
This cannot be my destiny. Stop this now! You are an artificial life form that was created in our laboratory. You are a type of something called a Pokémon. Wow, no shit. But you are one of a kind. There are no others like you. You are basically the nuclear Mewtwo. So we decided to emulate you after, the genetically created Pokemon that was, mutated from Mew. Data collection is sufficient for now. We will speak again soon. Well, there goes that cutscene.
That was the first time, but later, they were there. Again.
Again, emphasis on they.
They would talk to me. We became friends. We had French toast. My name
is Fred. A name is a special word that describes what you are. You're called UO92. That's your experiment number. Most of the time, a number is enough. But for really special experiments, I will be like Gin and call you number 1. They get a unique name. You're special. Exceptional, really. So you get another name, too. It is called Urane after your anus, get it?
My name is Urane?
Elaine?
What is your name?
Well, aren't you a curious one? Let's just say because I'm using the Curie interface to talk with you, you can call me Curie. I mean, that's pretty simple and straightforward.
Every day, my friend was there, and at night, when all the others left, they stayed behind. They told me about the world beyond the lab. A world I would say someday see. And my purpose would be to kill Dee Dee, to change it for the better. I could create infinite energy, they said. Improve the lives of people in Pokemon without a capital P. This was my purpose. But it was still not my destiny, until one day.
Urain, please respond.
Hello? Friend is not happy. I can feel what you feel. Why are you upset?
Urain, they just told me they've decided to abort the U092 project. All my years of research, discoveries, and breakthroughs. And you, they plan to destroy you. Destroy me? Why? You were never supposed to have a mind in the first place. You were intended to be just a drone, like a cog in the machine. To be an empty shell, a living machine. Yeah, there we go. Or, rather a cog. But as soon as I interfaced with you, with a capital I realized that you were so much more than that. That's why I needed to cover it up. I hid my findings from the other researchers. If they found out, they would have destroyed you sooner. Urain, I didn't tell you this, but experiments like you are highly illegal. That's all, folks! Experiments like you are highly illegal. Creating a new kind of Pokemon is something that other humans won't allow. Even one that will help make the world a better place. By destroying the old one. Dr. Larkspur is a goddamn coward. Yeah, he really is. He's just a... That's just basically what he is. He's like Faba in a way. He's just a narcissistic little brat. He'd rather destroy all evidence you ever existed. He's a liar, a fraud, and a murderer. I can't believe I ever trusted him.
What's happening? What will they do?
Urain, listen to me. I will not allow them to do this. As long as I'm still alive, I will protect you. You deserve to live, and I'm willing to sacrifice everything I have to make sure that's possible. Do you understand?
My friend, you'll save me? You'll stop the bad humans from destroying me?
I promise you, I'll do whatever it takes. And so I guess that's just basically the origin story of how Lucille became Urain. I can't believe my mom is now a very public enemy #1 type of criminal. Urain, we need to act quickly.
What is going on?
They've activated the remote termination sequence. There's a nuclear reactor above us, and it's about to blow. It's a trap! Both of us will be destroyed when it does, so we need to move fast if we want a chance to survive. What do? I don't want to die. There is only one way we can both survive the blast. I have sealed this room completely, so that nothing can come in or out. Your stasis tank is the only way I will be shielded from the radiation, but once I go in, there won't be any way I can get out. We will have to stay in stasis together. Okay, there we go. I guess that explains it. For as long as is necessary. But I'll have this interface. We will be connected, even while in stasis. Even while in death. This is our only choice. We're out of options. We have to go into cryogenics together.
I want to live. Please, don't leave me. I'm scared.
Shh. It's going to be okay. I made you a promise. I intend to keep it. I will never abandon you. I will always stay by your side. Always. May the Force be with you. I see.
Scared and hungry. My friend and I, together. We were so hungry for so long. 10 years. And then we got free. We knew that to stop the hunger, we needed nuclear fuel. And with our power, it was easy to just take what we needed. But it was never enough. The hunger kept growing. We got stronger and stronger until... I never wanted to hurt anyone. I didn't know. But we were doing that it was wrong.
And now everyone's gathered around here.
The hunger is gone now. I've been so afraid for so long. I thought all humans were out to destroy me. But now, I know that it isn't true. You protected your friends. just like my friend protected me. Yep, that's very true, that. So that's why I want to join you.
Uranium on my team, really? I want to... just having the thought of having 2 legendary Pokemon on my team is just... It's actually a little bit it's a little bit much to take in, but it's still really surprising that Uranium wants to now join my party.
I want to travel by your side and see the world without fear. I think this is what my friend would want.
It recalls into the Atom Ball. Get it? Because Atom Bomb, it sounds a little bit like Atom Bomb. Would you like to give a nickname to your... sure. Why not? Let's see. Let's see here. What can we name this little Alpha Urane here? Oh, here's one. Pluto is... dang it. Planet Pluto, there we go, because Pluto will always be a planet, in my opinion. It will always be the 9th planet in our solar system. Okay, here we go. You sense Acton is trying to tell you something.
Human, you have proven yourself worthy. I await you in my lair, should you wish to battle again.
Oh, nice. So we can actually keep on battling you for, you know, I guess, grandage. Just in case if I ever wanted to qualify all my Pokemon for Prime Cup. This has certainly been an unexpected turn of events. That's all, folks. This has certainly been an unexpected turn of events. I have never in my life witnessed a championship like this one. Are we even going to hold the final round of battle? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we will. It's not like the show won't go on. No, I think Oboe more than deserves to be champ... Why? That's not fair and square, though. What are you saying, Theo? After all, it's thanks to them that we're all still here right now. As long as you're in agreement, Theo. I am. I hereby forfeit the championship, very stupidly, even though I really wouldn't mind anyway, because you're still a stuck-up brat, in my opinion. Oboe, I think somehow all along a part of me knew you were destined to win. And you know what? I'm thrilled about that. I'm glad I got to be a part of your story. And I'm very, very glad that you're now going to be basically no longer a part of my story. Very well, because you were never part of my story to begin with. I mean, you were always sort of the immature little whiner that I always pictured you to be. Oboe, congratulations on becoming the new champion of Tandor. If you'll follow me, please, with basically the Route 43, I think it's Route 43, the Route 43 music, or no, excuse me, Route 44 music from Gold and Silver. This is the Hall of Fame. It is somewhere only those who have earned the title of champion can go. Oboe, you've had a very long adventure to arrive here, to make it to the end game. But now that journey is finally at an end. So it is. So it seems. Now let's record your name for all posterity, and the names of your Pokemon for all of posterity. There we go, just to reiterate. And unfortunately, Garlic Kid is not going to be part of my story here. Excuse me. I'm confusing story with orchestra, because I had to give up Garlic Kid just to get Action on my team. But yeah, there we go. Here we go with the 5 Pokemon that are, that remained with me until I had to sacrifice my Garlic Kid. Had to send him to the graveyard. Yeah! And Wynatinger, yay! Even though Wynatinger barely did anything. And yes, I am now the league champion. Is it gonna go to the credits? I do like that rendition of the Hall of Fame music, though. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think we are now doing the credits with the Gold and Silver credits. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that is Pokemon Uranium, guys. I never really thought I would make it to the end game, because I actually kind of thought that I was going to challenge Theo. I thought I had one more battle before I was going to bring up the credits. I never thought I would just kind of cheat my way through that. But yeah, I guess I'm the unofficial official winner of the Tandor League. So yeah, well done me. Music composition. Oh, I guess music was involved. So yeah, Electric Mudkip and Alice Nevera. It's a shame that, you know, with it's a shame you can't really loop. You can't loop a certain part of the music for RPG Maker XP. It's really stupid how they just kind of program that in. Because basically when you're making music in RPG Maker SP, you can only do the entire song, or otherwise how much looping you can make in Audacity before it loops to the beginning entirely. Which, yeah, I had to kind of mess around with that, and it really sucks that you have to just kind of deal with having to hear the full loop of the song eventually. Because I am actually making a game of my own. I didn't want to reveal this until maybe the end of the game, or just before I got to random plush doll. Before I got to, you know, participate in the tournament. But yeah, I am actually making a Pokemon game. I'm making a Pokemon fan game of my own, and I'm still. You would probably call me an amateur. I mean, I'm still kind of knowing the ins and outs of making cutscenes and scripting and all that, because scripting is basically the bread and butter of making any sort of game for that matter, because that's what basically triggers the events of your game. And, you know, without triggers, it's just basically one flat story. It's just basically not a whole lot of creativity involved. You have to include events in your game in order for the game and the plot line to flow. I mean, there has to have flow in your story in order for it to be a workable game. So yeah, anyway, I'm actually making a game of my own. Just wanted to let you guys know. And what I thought of this game, it was okay. It was a pretty good game. It's as far as I can tell, since this is only the only Pokemon fan-made game that I've played, you know, that you can only make an RPG Maker SP. It is, so far, I think I would probably rank it as one of the best, even though, again, this designer seemed to kind of follow the motif of every other hacker, in that they just basically spike up the levels for all the Pokemon by the Sys Gym, which, again, in my opinion, it's kind of a kindergarten-esque way. It's like a kindergartner made this game, you know, just by making it too difficult, you know, for the player to traverse through. And I mean, I understand the challenge involved, but, you know, making a game too challenging just kind of upsets the flow of the story, or, you know, upsets the flow of the game. If you guys get what I meant by the flow of gameplay. Lucille, poor dear. Your father brought her home not too long ago. She hasn't woken up yet. I think it's wakened. I don't know. She hasn't. No, actually, no. I think it's woken. It may be some time before she recovers. Still, after 10 long years, it's good to have the entire family together under one roof in one piece, knowing that my mom is still alive, and possibly going to be either standing on trial for her crimes against humanity. But hopefully she won't, you know, go to jail or anything. Hopefully, you know, everything will be bygones be bygones. But it's thanks to you, Obo. You made our family whole again. I feel as though a huge weight has been lifted from my shoulders. I'm just happy we're all together again. And now we have... Oh, that's the oven timer. I baked us all some cookies. So wonderful. I hope it's sugar. Let me go and get them, because I love sugar cookies. I love sugar, and I love brown butter cookies, too. Brown butter is really good. It's just basically made with butter and brown sugar. Lucille, there's no way to know how much damage the Kiri interface did to her mind, or how long it will take to undo it, or how long she will wake up from her coma. But I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I have stepped down as chief of the Tandor Rangers because of disgrace. Because knowing that my wife now just committed terrible, atrocious crimes against humanity, it's going to be really hard for me to retain my position. Looking after her is my #1 priority now, because of altruism. Eventually, I'll see your eyes open again, Lucille. Yep, which will probably be never for the rest of the game. I made everyone cookies. Hopefully she will wake up to the whiff of cookies. Here you are. Yay, we have a generic lava cookie. Even though I like lava cookies too, even though I've never tried them before. Because they're just a game exclusive cookie. Don't eat it too quickly now. It's still fresh out of the oven. Otherwise you'll just turn into a Dragonite. Oh, Oboe, a letter arrived in the mail for you. It seems that since you became champion of Tandor, you've been receiving a lot of fan mail. And I'm probably going to be the most talked about in the fan club. It's on the table in the other room. Why don't you open it? Okay. And my grandma just suddenly disappears. Okay, let me read that letter. Mail call! Honored Oboe, there is a stirring in the wind. The gods murmur in the deep. Let me guess this is all going to be totally ornate. A storm brews on the horizon. Our village will soon be in danger. Without your help, Tsukinami will fall. Signed, Hinata and Kaito, which I'm guessing is just poetic. Unless it's really true and that they weren't making all that poetic stuff up. What did the letter say? It looked so formal I didn't want to touch it. Yeah, whatever. Well, that's certainly vague. I mean, it sounds a lot more poetic than just, it sounds more, for poetic license than just for it to be true. They wouldn't call for aid unless it was something serious, though. I wonder, could it have to do with pirates? Could it have to do with... There's a piracy problem in East Tandor. I know that the rangers over there are having a hard time keeping them under control. Maybe they could use some help too. The East Tandor Ranger HQ is located in Angelor Town. Yeah, I knew that. I've been there. It's a scenic resort area. I know that too, Dad. I've been there before. I visited you, remember? But it's also known as a haven for pirates and other riffraff. The further west you sail in the Tandor Sea, the more treacherous and lawless it becomes. Which I also knew. But if there's anybody that can deal with those kinds of conditions, it's you, Oboe. Now, if you'll excuse me, have to tend to Lucille. It's not I have to tend to Lucille, but just half. But if you ever have to find me, you'll know where I am. Just, on 77 Sunset Strip. Okay, so, yeah, I'm right now, I think my voice is kind of wearing out right now, and I'm just stuttering all the way through the episode, so, as you can probably tell, guys, I think a little bit of fatigue is setting in right now, so, I should probably put this episode to rest, and put myself to rest, and just basically eat a little bit of leftover spaghetti, so, next time on, or last time, I don't know, next time on Pokémon Uranium, I guess we'll be doing a little bit of post-game, and that will probably be the Oboe's finale for this playthrough. So, as far as I can tell, this will be the penultimate episode. So, since it being the penultimate episode, I hope you guys enjoyed this whole playthrough. I've kind of enjoyed it with it. I stuck through it through and through for about, I would say about, I started in the summer. I started last summer, so... it being May, I think I started it back in June of last year, so it's been about nearly a year or so since I've been doing this. So there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed the Let's Play. Hope you guys will stick around for post-game material for just basically what's going to encompass the next episode. So yeah, there we go. I hope to see you guys next time, and I'm going to probably right now soak my voice right now. Just going to soak my voice in a nice hot long bath because it kind of needs it. It's getting really raspy, and I'm right now turning into basically George the Sixth right now with all my stuttering. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Please leave a like or comment and hit that notification bell down below, and I will definitely shut up now.